When I capture a job, I always captured it on my phone. I always felt that was the best way to do it. You can capture this on an iPad or similar device, but I use my iPad in the home to present to the homeowner. I felt that it presented a good screen, so that was my preferred method. I've also brought my laptop, same thing, pulled up the 3D model and engaged the homeowner that way. If you've got an HDMI cable and you can hook up to the homeowner's TV, that's great. You can involve the entire family in the decision. When you start engaging family members in design options, you'll see that they're really honed in on you. It's going to make it an easier close. So those are some good ideas. Also, I've seen a lot of contractors today have beautiful showrooms. If you can get the homeowner, the customer to come into your showroom, you can put this 3D model up on a projector or up on a TV if you have one. Those are great things to do. Then a homeowner can visualize what their project's going to look like. They can touch and feel maybe a couple different sample boards. So it really gives them that great buying experience that today's homeowner is looking for. So a couple things. Once you get this 3D model in front of the homeowner, there's some things I want to go over that you can do to help build perceived value in the pitch. You pull up this 3D model of the home, it wows them. If you've ever captured your own home and you see it, it's kind of that aha moment, like, wow, I get this. This is why homeowners love it. So you pull up the 3D model, and what I suggest is that you really take them on the roof with you. And what I mean by that is, move this model around, show them it from the top down at different angles. Really engage them and involve them in this whole process. This is really where I want you to demonstrate and show your expertise. You have to keep in mind the average homeowner is only going to replace their roof once or twice in their entire lifetime. If you're like me, we've been on thousands of roofs, and this is something we do day in and day out, multiple times a day. But for the average homeowner, they're not familiar with this process. They're really looking for you to educate them on what your team's going to be doing, the level of detail that you're going to take, and really demonstrate that knowledge that you have. What all that's going to do is really help build the perceived value. You're really going to showcase your company. So I'll show you one thing that I did that worked out really well for me and really brought out the best in the homeowner, that they were like, wow, that's great. I'm going to zoom in on this section here, this roof to wall intersection. So I would zoom into here and I would tell them, oftentimes this is, a spot where we have water damage, or up north, that's got ice damage. So we would remove the siding there, and I would tell the homeowners, we're going to remove the siding, we're going to run ice and water shield up the wall, we're going to install new step flashing, and then we're going to put the siding back on. And this is really going to protect you from, snow, ice, wind, driven rain, all those different things. It also helps when you're trying to discuss, warranties, to be able to show them that, this flashing needs to be in like new condition. So you're really able to hone in on specific areas there. Other things I would do, like I said, I want to show them all the linear measurements on there. So I'd pull up the measurements. And again, you'll see here up on the top right-hand side, the two rulers are the measurements. Then you got the paintbrush, hammer, and level. Those are the design options. So if you click on the measurements here, this is where you can start to show them, the different roof segments. And what this does is allows you to start the discussion about, ridge vents or the type of material you're going to use, right? So you're going to tell them that we're not going to put a 25-year 3-tab as your hip and ridge, because your roof is a lifetime roof. It's a 50-year roof. Why would I want to put a 25-year product on there? So you're going to build the value in there. You're going to explain to them why you're using the material that you're using, and these line segments help to tell that story. It also helps to discuss ventilation. You can show them those things. It also helps being transparent. You're showing them that you're not overcharging them, that you've thought of everything, you've calculated everything. This estimate is not, we're not shooting out there at $400 a square. We're giving you precise line item detailed pricing, right? It shows that you care about the customer, that you've put a lot of effort or time into this estimate for them, and that nothing's been overlooked. There's not going to be any hidden charges when they're done. So again, you can click on ridges here. It tells you, there's 57.5 feet worth of ridge. This is areas that we're going to put ridge vent on. So those are some of the details that you can use these measurements to help tell a story. Then if you click on eaves, start talking about being able to cross-sell. Now we can start talking about, you've got 189 feet of eaves, or you got 189 feet of gutter, and this is the price to replace the gutter, which I would recommend for these reasons. So again, this helps in that flow of telling a story. and being transparent about the measurements and dimensions so that the homeowner knows that you've priced out their job accordingly. When you're doing siding, same thing. Click on the siding segments, show them the inside outside corners, where you're going to put starter, where you may be putting trim, J-channel, any of these items that you're going to be including that, typically these are all things that any reputable contractor is taking into account. But the fact that you're going over this stuff with them adds a ton of perceived value. Back to when I was talking about the roof to wall intersection and replacing the siding and running ice and water shield up the wall. Again, that's stuff that any reputable contractor is going to do. But the fact that I took the time to explain it to the homeowner and to really show them that, what that's done is for the homeowner, it's built in a mental checklist of everything that they're now looking for another contractor to present to them. And when that other contractor doesn't go over those things or present those ideas or talk about the different details that they're looking at, it kind of diminishes the value or the perceived value of that contractor. Great story we had recently where a contractor went to a home. His price was around $25,000. A homeowner had a price around $17,000. Another estimate in at around $18,000. The homeowner chose the contractor that was using Hover that had the $25,000 price because the homeowner believed that the contractor had more value, was going to pay more attention to them, had thought of everything, and they were willing to pay the extra money because they believed that they were in the best hands with that contractor. So that's what we're looking for. That's what a homeowner is looking for. They want to see the value. They want to know that their needs are being addressed, and they want everything to be transparent. Again, talking about cross-selling, here you have the option now to start talking about windows or different trim around the windows. All these different line segments, dimensions, these are all good to showcase the different areas of the home that may be a potential upsell. Again, other contractors I know have also used things like, if they're out there for a roofing lead, they'll use these siding dimensions and window dimensions to, in the winter or in the slow time, they'll use these as like a rehash or a be-back, or they'll use these to re-engage the homeowner to see maybe they're interested in getting their siding done now, or maybe they're interested in getting their windows done. So I know for us, as long as we didn't do anything to lose that homeowner's confidence or trust, that they were likely going to call us back to have us do another exterior remodel. Another thing that this is great for, by capturing a job as a roofer, which I always ordered these completes because what I found is that I would go there for a roofing appointment and the homeowner would start talking to me about siding. They were thinking about doing siding in 3-4 years or maybe next year. But hey, let's start looking at what their siding could look like in the double 4 panel in blue. And so we'd look at that and they'd ask me for a price on it. Now, typically I didn't sell siding before using Hover. I sold strictly roofing. The reason was because I was on 100% commission. I didn't make any money pulling a tape measure. All my money was made sitting at the kitchen table with the homeowner, going over all these different things that I'm talking about now. So I found tremendous value in spending a minute and a half to take all these pictures and getting all the measurements versus spending an hour and a half potentially wasting my time measuring a home. I found a tremendous amount of value in having all these dimensions at my fingertips. I didn't sell siding because of this. I sold a ton of siding. So other things you can do, if you click on, for instance, I clicked on surface areas and then you click on the white soffit. Here you're able to kind of showcase the soffit material. You're able to talk about ventilation. It kind of gets that conversation going. Again, you could click on siding, same thing, start showcasing that siding material and discuss the benefits and different things like that. So I want to show you about what the ability to change material looks like. I'm going to go through some of these different changes material. So for instance, if you click on roof here, we can show the homeowner what a different roof would look like on their home. Here I've clicked on an American Harvest and I've clicked on the color Golden Harvest. This gives the homeowner great representation of what a specific color looks like on their specific home, right? I know we've all had the homeowner that's called in and asked to see a list of homes in their neighborhood that are in Golden Harvest or whatever color, so that they can go take a look at it. This really helps the homeowner visualize what they're purchasing. This is also a great way to upsell. Again, I sent this model to a homeowner. They picked out Camelot 2 shingle without any of my help because I shared this model with them. This is a great way to upsell. So here I've clicked on like a Grand Sequoia, a weathered wood, zoomed in so we could really see that detail. This will really help the ability to upsell. This 3D model, what you'll find out is that it gives you more of those opportunities. I always also recommend that present a homeowner with a good, better, best. You just never know when they're going to want to upsell themselves. So this is great because it puts it all right there. They can click on all the products. They can see what a Camelot 2 looks like, or a Grand Sequoia, or Sienna. Whatever the product is, they're able to visualize that. And when they're able to visualize that, it's easier to swallow the price tag with it. So again, we can start discussing siding. I can click on the siding material and start showcasing what different siding would look like on that home. So here I've clicked on James Hardy lap beaded cedar mill. So you can see a great level of detail in there. Again, this is really going to help drive up your ticket prices, get bigger contracts, better margins, be more profitable. Everything I've showed you is on a complete 3D model. The one on the left's a roof only. If you order a roof only, you can always upgrade it to a complete. Just reach out to our support team. We'll upgrade that. It's just the difference in cost there from a complete to a roof only is all that you pay. The complete, you'll find, that's all I ever ordered. That gives the homeowner such a good visual and so much more to discuss with the homeowner. You'll find tremendous value in offering that complete 3D model. So another benefit, you can also add your logo to the PDF and to the 3D model. This is great, again, to build that rapport with the homeowner, show that perceived value. It's a great way to get your brand in front of them. If you have designers on staff, or if any of you guys are, or girls are, you're able to take this 3D model, export it into some kind of AutoCAD program like a SketchUp, and start doing some renovations to it, like additions and stuff. So this will give you the ability to do some more customization that is outside of the realm of our platform.